legendary defender. No, wait.
See, now I knew you were going to come into this doing the theme of some sort.
Yeah, I try.
It's in your head, man. It's still in mine. I hear it all day.
So
you know,
yeah, it is. Hey, hey everybody, what's going on? This is Ian here, along with Chris right here for a review of the latest season of Voltron.
Season 6, but really season 4, part B.
Yeah, I see. I can never forgive these little designations. You start talking, hey, I'm in season 5, I'm in season 6. Man, you hardly got enough episodes to call that a season.
Yeah, no, it's not. That's why. I'm on to them.
Yeah, it's such a cheat. But hey,
I will correct it every time we do these reviews.
Rightfully so. But what was not a cheat was these episodes. I felt the quality. This did not disappoint.
Oh, this was great.
Yeah.
This is, in my opinion, maybe even, but definitely one of, if not the best thing on TV right now.
Whoa!
This is great. It's better than Cloak and Dagger. That's for damn sure.
Yes, it is.
People get into action in Voltron. They don't just talk about their feels and tell them to kill each other or kill themselves. You go kill yourself. You go kill yourself. You got the death wish. No, they go out in spaceships and fight about it, and then like transform into giant robots and fight about it some more.
I've really, especially just looking at least the last 10 or 12 episodes in totality, as a whole, as one piece, I've really liked the pacing of all this and where we've gone. I feel that we've moved from large reveal to large reveal, but they've each flowed into each other so well. Mm-hmm. And the plots have all become interwoven. You know, we've seen all these separate steps. You know, we had the struggles internally with the team, and then you had Shiro, of course, stepping off of the Black Lion, Keith stepping into that role. Then Keith, you know, just going more into his stealth roles for the sabotage missions and everything. And all these separate poles that we've been seeing play out all converge here. And we see their significance.
Let me ask you.
Yeah.
I mean, thinking about what we do for reviews and everything, what would you say that is on TV that is better than this? Because I'm not saying there isn't, but what can you think of offhand? And by TV, I mean broadcast and cable and also streaming shows like this, but are of a TV format.
So we can include, of course, live action animation.
Yeah,
doesn't matter. Is Rick and Morty still fresh and ongoing?
Oh, yeah, but we're not going to see season 4 for like 10 years.
I know that was
this is better than Rick and Morty.
It is, but I was going to say that's pretty...
Yeah.
Sherlock?
Oh, wow. You've watched Sherlock?
Cumberbatch, yeah.
Oh, wow, there you go. You get your regular Doctor Strange there, don't you?
I like the guy.
No, yeah. Did you hear how he saved the cyclist or something?
I did. I was about to say he actually pulled heroics.
It would have been funny if he would have tried Doctor Strange moves and stuff and tried magic and then they shoot him in the head and
dark.
Not so dark. I just saw it like 30 minutes ago. So sorry.
I've seen enough Greg for one lifetime.
No, you won't see him again. So all right. Anyways, we're way off the beaten path. No, yeah, this is good. I mean, I'm watching this, and it's good. It's for all ages.
Yeah.
The drama's well done. The acting's well done. The animation they cleaned it up a little bit. I seriously doubt that Netflix heard our review, but we had some gripes about it last time, and they seem to clean that up. This I mean, it's good drama. It's something you can sit down and watch as an adult and watch as a kid, and it's just good. It's good. Yeah, and it's anime. Do you expect to hear that out of me? It's anime.
No, I don't. I'm sitting here blown away. Look, now, there's some context to this. Now, everybody, bear in mind, I can't get this guy to touch, like, Gundam 08th MS Team, or some of the stuff that I'm sitting here yelling, like, if you like this, you would love this.
No, I'll catch the heebie-jeebies.
Oh, man.
Stuff.
But
no, it's good TV.
Yeah. No, it is. And you know, animation-wise and stuff that's come around, there are some moments from this season that just really jumped out. You know, I'm thinking of some of the later episodes with Shiro and Keith. Some of the animation of, like, just Shiro's attacks, his choreography, the way
Yep.
he was really just diving into all his strikes. That looked fantastic and had a really cool, motion filled, really powerful, sketch style behind it. It was awesome looking. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
No, it's good stuff. I love it. I am not without my complaints though, but they are minor. Lotor is still pretty effing generic.
I'm glad you got into him. Glad you got into. I was going to mention.
Yeah, I'm just not buying them, and they're trying to make him very dramatic and 3-dimensional, and it's just like, but Hagar's still coming off as better than him as a villain, and which is still around. I mean,
Yes.
we got most ends all tied up by the end of the season, but that is one that is not. Which is what's their race? What are they called?
What, the Athenians?
No.
Alteans. I'm sorry.
The bad guys.
Oh wow.
The
We just
Empire,
realized that.
and
Yeah, right.
and Hagar's still around. Who's probably going to be in control of that. Do you think we're going to see Lotor again?
It's a possibility.
Because at the same time, this show does still stay a little bit with it is an episodic TV or cartoon show. He was the main bad guy for the original show, but they've really told his story.
They have, by the way, Galra is what you were looking for.
Yeah, the Galra Empire and everything, but Hagar's still around.
She is. A reason why I think you could see him recur is, I look at it like this. I remember the end of the original season with Shiro's disappearance and the Emperor's disappearance. You could easily write that off as there was just this cancel out. You might not hear from him again, but we saw him again. And, though, of course not, in the same form, and he had to be preserved in a different way, but with the knowledge that they have of Quintessence now, with everything that occurred in that space, and then I always go by the good old rule, especially in anime, if you don't see a body, if you didn't see the kill go off, don't count them dead.
Huh, that's funny. That's the same rule in The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
if they didn't show it, didn't happen.
Yeah. Do not count them out. I wouldn't be surprised. Of course, Lotor does not have the same alchemy abilities that the princess does. While he was not deemed worthy to access that space, I think there's still very much a possibility he could be around and find a way to slip out of that field.
He probably is. He's probably gonna be all mutated and messed up like his dad was.
Yep.
For the very same reason. That's a shame, though. I don't know. I get it, but at the same time, I kind of want him to move past. It's like, all right, you've done a lot of the TV show stuff now, the original cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what you can do now, because they've definitely gone off the beaten path with some of it. With Shiro still around, which, by the way, I mean that whole thing, because I've been a big fan of Shiro, and when they killed him at the end of season 2.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, oh no, because I didn't think he was going to come back, because this is what happened in the original cartoon, but I really like Shiro, and Keith just was not rubbing me the right way as the new Black Paladin.
Same. And
that goes into my other complaint, where I accept him much more now.
Right.
It's like, oh hey, look, just we have to do some stuff to Keith, so he's going to be in a different area with where time is different, and 2 years is going to go by, and he's got a wolf now, and he's more mature, and it's really, I mean,
that did seem like a crunch. That did seem like a crunch to do. It's like those parts in Dragon Ball where you have like the hyperbolic time chamber arcs, for training. Years pass for the characters who are in it, but then it's like 2 days or whatever on the outside. But you don't have that much forced development. It's difficult in a space like that. I've always felt, for animations at least, when you have time skips like that, or just time skips for specific characters, it often passes by a little better the less we see. And I'm not saying completely blank out the situation that you don't even know what the heck happened to them and why they've been somewhere in time past different. Let the audience know that. But it's always a little cooler when they sort of step back into the picture after this event. That's happened, and you sort of find out slowly about the developments later, not crunching a lot of significant things. I mean, let's look at it. You had the 2 years there. You had the wolf. You had the bomb dropped of him finding out who his mother was, discovering
Mm-hmm.
that whole past, that whole history, reconciling that, going through and getting completing their mission, coming back, and then finding the Altean and taking the Altean and coming back to the ship. It's just, I look at that and I'm like, wow, there's like 4 separate, like really beefy things you crammed all into one tiny area, and any one of those could have done it alone. Like, I don't know. So,
Getting back to something awesome though, and I absolutely hated it, but it was awesome. I hated it in a good way.
Mhm.
Is that we saw Shiro. We finally saw what Hagar had done to Shiro, which
Yes.
was he had outright died,
right,
and he was a clone.
right.
I think the eeriest part of that was when they were at that space station or whatever, and you saw all the Shiro clones.
That was so creepy.
Yeah, and it's like, God damn it.
Yeah, yeah. No, dude, my thought exactly. I mean, awesome scene, by the way.
Yeah, the fight scene was great.
Yeah, it's
Probably
done.
the best part of the whole season.
Yeah,
Half season.
done really well, and I gotta hand it to Keith. He had at least in this scene as well as some of the others, he had some of the sickest blade work I've seen. I really enjoyed that. But yeah, really disturbing stuff, especially because the true Shiro within the mind space of the Black Lion finally gets that chance to interface, to reconcile with Keith directly and explain to him, look, I actually died. That's not me, and it's been so hard for me to reach out and tell you guys all this, and actually so you can understand like what's happening. But you got to understand that I am not like I'm not physically there. You guys are gonna have to like make this work. I'll support you. I'll do all I can. And I did like that. This was as much of a battle for Keith to not just truly come to terms with the loss of Shiro that he never really had, but also to really push past being in his shadow at all times and really accept what he was able to do, what Shiro always saw in him, what he didn't always see in himself. Mm-hmm. And you could say that's a played up moment you see in a lot of animations and stuff, but no, this is really solid. I think Hagar very smartly saw that side of Keith and knew that the weakness to Keith was Shiro and wanted to exploit that as much as she could. So really seeing that turn into such a growth experience for him, I thought, especially such a small space. In fact, I thought the most growth Keith had was even his conversation with Shiro trying to get back to the group. That was arguably more significant than some of the stuff we saw in the 2-year time passage when they were going through the hole. But that was well done. Really cool.
Living off the back of a space whale.
Yeah.
Just conveniently has its own atmosphere.
Yeah, it's chilling.
It's all right. That's fine. But Shiro's still around, and it looks like he's most likely. I think his hair all turning all white is symbolic of they're going to go down some route with a white lion, and there's some precedence for that from the original cartoon. I know very little about the white lion.
Interesting.
But I'm pretty sure that's the angle they're going to go. But I mean, dude, not only was Shiro missing his own arm, but now he's missing his whole body and his clone's arm.
Poor guy.
I mean, he's been through a lot. He's still my favorite.
He's an awesome character. Even some of those more lighthearted moments we got to see. I really appreciated the D&D episode.
Yeah, Monsters and Mana.
Yeah, no, that's great. That's great. She was like, no, I want to be a paladin. Oh man.
Yeah.
But
always a paladin, and and from someone who played D&D back in the day in the 80s, and I definitely a call back to that time as well. Not that it has to be taken that way, but the show's from the 80s, that game's from was from the 80s, and that a lot of those tropes that they used were definitely in games that you played with your friends and stuff. So,
right.
This is his twin brother. I'm his twin. I'm also a paladin.
Man, I was looking for exactly how the mechanisms of Lothor's betrayal was going to work out the whole time, or just what exactly was his full sum game. Because he's always someone that seems that he's playing his full hand up front, but he always has an ulterior motive.
Oh, he's always an ends justifies the means kind of guy.
Yep.
He's got his agenda. Yeah, whatever his agenda was, I definitely don't think that's going to be the agenda anymore. He's going to come back all monster, Lotor, and twisted in the brain and in the body, and
too power hungry, and also
yeah.
I really laughed how his own crew basically even said what we were saying. They're like, hey, look, I gave up trying to figure out this guy's master plan a long time ago.
Yeah.
Whatever, we'll just go with it. Whatever happens.
Yeah. You know, I was glad to see that him and Hagar hadn't planned that whole thing out together. I thought that was a little too convenient.
Same.
I thought it was really interesting that Hagar actually took the opportunity that Lotor had created and decided that was the right time to use basically the plant that she had put in there,
right?
And use it as a good opportunity for everything. And I also thought it was great when Hagar and Lotor met, and Lotor was like, I want nothing to do with you, bitch.
Yeah.
Get out of here. And, yeah, no, it's good stuff. The show works on a lot of layers, and that's what you get when you build up to the end of a fourth season, really well. I mean, you can tell this has been plotted and planned and thought out, and yeah, I mean, in the last season it had a lot of payoffs too.
It did.
What the first half of season 4 and season 5, that had a lot of payoffs, and this had a lot of payoffs, and it's just really rewarding.
Yeah, real quick too, I want to look at some of the designs from a just technical perspective, or how much you enjoyed the actual crafts themselves. We kept seeing these glimpses of Lotor's modified ships, being worked on with the new upgrades and with the whole alchemy boost and everything to them, and all these hints of craft that had similar firepower and similar durability to the Lions themselves. So building up this idea of a new tech, and we finally saw them actually come together. I really like Lotor. I'm just gonna call it Lotor's Voltron. I don't know if it had a name in the original series specifically, or if anything like that. If something like that showed up, I thought it was cool. It's a cool design.
That's pretty damn convenient, especially in Allura. I mean, apparently she's a mechanic too. Well, what's his name? Hunk didn't help her build it, and neither did what's his name? The guy with the mustache.
No, he didn't either.
Yeah, he didn't help. So they built it.
Yeah,
they built those things, and she should have known what was going to happen. And whatever. I mean, she should have been able to say, well, aim for this part, and the whole thing will fall apart. I know because I built it. But it was cool to see. It was cool to see another giant robot like that, and I mean, it worked out well. These are just kind of minor things.
Yeah. The now his usage of using slip space to go in and out of the field, and the kind of repercussions that created, causing all those rifts in space-time. That really makes me wonder, hey, one, I think you're giving Lotor a pretty clear escape path if you really want, or another way to write him in the story. B, how is that going to come back to either bite them in the butt or echo somewhere down the line? Because I'm sorry, opening up that many rifts can't be healthy.
Yeah. I'm clearly he's. I guess I can't say clearly, but I would say the most obvious way to go is that they're gonna, this ship he's got, this Voltron wannabe thing, is gonna find a way to. He's gonna find a way to use it to get out of that universe and out of all that Quintessa and
right.
So I was surprised that they blew up the spaceship, the fortress.
Yeah, that was a big change, and then having it basically capsize down to, what was that, like a diamond?
Yeah. So what's is that going to be like Superman, where they can put that in the ground, and
I hope,
and a new one's going to form? And
I mean, I kind of want. I'm feeling a Fortress of Solitude vibe here, but
yeah.
I don't know, so.
I'm okay with that. Just do it right, and I've got confidence in the show to do it right. So.
Definitely.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I don't, it's kind of like they've earned my trust in the direction that they go.
Cool.
So, which doesn't happen a lot. But this is good stuff. I will say something I would have liked to have seen them do a little bit more of, and I understand why they didn't. But in the first episode back, when Hunk was being taught from that one teacher,
what Repetsa was, and
Yeah, what all that was and all
Yeah.
that. I would have. It would have been cool if something he had learned from that would have been useful at the end of the season while fighting Lotor.
I agree.
That would have been a nice callback, but I get they used that for how they used it in that first episode. We never saw it again. I understand that, but I think that would have been they could have played off of that angle a little bit more. I thought.
No, I agree because that was a really funny interaction between them, but also a cool thing they did to kind of give something to throw Hunk's way. This is someone who usually just kind of hangs out, chills, while some of the heavier things are going on. But I mean, by all means, his technical prowess is awesome. He is a needed member of the team, but he doesn't always get those moments like the others do, and I like seeing it for once.
Yeah, no, we got a little bit more Hunk in this season.
Yeah, which is not a bad thing.
No, none of them are a bad thing.
All right.
Yeah, I don't really have much more to say about it. Awesome stuff. Looking forward to season. Season 7? Really, season 5?
Quote unquote. Yeah, technically 5. What do you think, man? How many Voltrons out of?
Out of 5? How many Voltrons out of 5?
Yeah.
4.5 out of 5.
I'm on the exact same page.
Yeah. There's not much they could have done better in this season. This was really good. I'm not sure. I don't remember what I rated the season before, but I don't know that out of the two, I wouldn't know which one I would say was better. But that's tough to say because, like I said, the show did a good enough job building up everything from start to now.
Yeah.
Because none of it would have worked without everything in the past.
It wouldn't have.
So, but yeah, I'm ready for more. What, another 6 months or so, something like that, probably.
Another 6 months, and in that time, I'm going to use my future mech hype that I got from this to go rewatch Gundam, 08th MS Team, and I'm going to see if I can catch 0083 as well. That was good because I'm getting those vibes from this a lot.
You go do. I'm going to watch Dinosaurs.
Deal. Oh man. But okay, people, but hey, that's going to be a wrap for us. But if you tuned into this one too, if you've been keeping up with Voltron, what did you think? Are you really feeling this one? Do you think Lotor is going to return? Is he dead for good? Anything else you got in between? Hey, we'd love to hear it. Please throw us a comment below or toss us an email. It's ksoftmedia@gmail.com. Until then, you guys take it easy. Thank you so much for tuning in and listening, and we'll catch you on the flip side. Hey people, thank you for tuning into this episode and taking a listen. If you like our content, if you like what you're listening to, or anything we go over, hey, please, we would not only love to hear more from you, but if great if you could throw some support. You can subscribe right below. Also, you can toss us a line anytime. That's ksoftmedia@gmail.com. Of course, you can tune in for our channel anytime for movie reviews, game reviews, a lot of random wacky stuff. Who knows what you'll hear. And of course, our episode each week where we're bringing the nerdiest things we can find, pick up, and maybe not find. Maybe the stuff that just drops in our laps. But anyway, hey, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for listening. We hope to hear from you again later. Take care.